Okay, so I know that I even hinted at in the last video that I really didn't want to cover or do an update of this at all, especially since I feel like I put my two thoughts into this. However, recently, due to a certain situation that will be sort of explaining quickly, I kind of want to make a update video involving this situation because I just feel like I need to. Mostly because, I kind of feel bad about this situation. And plus, also, it is kind of getting insane. And again, normally I don't do this, but to say the least. So, for context, for those who don't know, me, alongside a million of other creators apparently now, are now have to make things super clear because recently there has been a rise of people busting into Lego stores and literally trying to murder the people in there. I'm not. I know I'm jumping the ship with this, but this is just honest to God, truthful here. So for context, if you don't know, which I did a video on, but you can also look this up because it's everywhere. Um, Basically, if you haven't known right now, recently there's been a situation of an ultimate scandal involving Legos that actually involves with a company that involves with Legos, but they're not with the Lego company. Weirdly enough, also the police somehow, and literally the Mormon church kind of thing. Which, believe it or not, the latter has finally dissolved. Like they've been the only ones who are not like we're not with this at all. I mean, the recent update is one of the people who are with the church, or two of them, I think, have been pushed out of the way. And of course, if you don't, some of you may know where I'm going with this. This is, of course, referring to the bricks and minifigs situation. Not going to do a refresher. Everyone by now should know, but just a little bit just in case. They stole an old man's Lego set, but not like Phantom Thief style. They just basically legal style. It's a whole can of ultimate big fat worms in a gigantic rabbit hole that's actually a crater with acid around. Because trust me, this story just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I keep going with deepers here. It's nuts. And the recent deeper, and the reason why I'm saying this, all that, and again, the update is because yes, people are indeed busting into these stores and wanting to murder the freaking bricks and minifig staff. And yes, I know that's over exaggeration, but let's be real here. It's kind of a worrying prediction that sooner or later true violence is going to happen. It's kind of already did, but what I mean by that is more like an actual murder. But yes, these people are indeed going in here and causing chaos, uh, harassment, busting in, breaking store. I'm also predicting sooner or later there's going to be a burn fire or something. And the reason why I'm saying predicting and the reason why I'm explaining that is because there's been a super confusion between who's really the bad guy here. For clarification, while Bricks and Minifigs is a company, and the higher ups are the bad guy, that's the thing. The higher ups and that one specific store is the bad guy, not every other store. And even then, there's like a big situation involving franchising, apparently. The best way I can describe it, because I suck at describing, is those stores are not really with the one store. Like, they don't have a policy or anything. Uh, Even then, I do suck at that. You can look it up. But even without that, it still doesn't work in regards to trying to fight for this old man to get his Lego back. Which, as another quick side note, basically, Bricks and Minifigs had came out and sort of now are folding. Apparently, they're saying, "Hey, we're going to give this guy's Legos back and then some." It's a whole set of can of worms. It's unknown if they're really going to do it because I don't really trust them on doing it. But note when many people, including myself, say that, we're talking about the fucking higher ups, like the actual main higher up bad guy, not every other person. Especially since even without the whole franchisee thing, it's completely dumb because just because some person works in a company that is probably bad or something like that, doesn't mean they're a bad person or is involved with that controversy. Like, real talk, I mean, for example, freaking GameStop employees don't like GameStop. That's a fact. Like, they're disagreeing with GameStop with a lot of things. So, just because they're working there doesn't mean they agree with the higher ups or anything. So, and also, even then, this is not helping no one's case at all. In fact, as many have already pointed this out, this is giving the higher ups of Bricks and Minifig ammunition to say, yeah, this whole online movement is literally pretty much a terrorist attack or something like that. Which, to be fair, is looking like it and all that. And this is kind of also why many people, including myself, feels like we gotta come out and say this. Because, yeah, it's probably not rocket science a little bit to think about that. But, yeah, it is very much like not what we meant by saying. Like, I will say and admit, I said I will never buy Legos again, and I still probably mean that. Though then again, I don't actually go out and buy Legos honestly in the first place, and I'm willing to take the heat and the whole responsibility because yeah, there's no excuse because I should have been more clear. Because most people are saying like, "Oh man, how could this not been clear to most people?" Yeah. When people say a company is super evil and freaking Umbrella Corp, yeah, people are going to think they're Umbrella Corp, and it doesn't help when also the connection with the whole police thing. In fact, the reason why these people are probably going in and busting in is probably due to the fact that now there's a conspiracy connected to the police in any ways, and it also isn't helping since their body cams have been leaked, to say the least. Again, this isn't really this is really sad, but it's also not surprising towards me. I'm probably going to be one of the only few to say, yeah, this is bound to happen regardless. But really, hopefully, it kind of stops because, admittedly, this is definitely not helping anyone at all, to say the least. But yeah, real talk, this whole Lego Vigilante thing is not the correct answer. Granted, I don't think this video or any other people's video is going to stop these Legos Vigilantes. I think Moist Critical put it best with his video. I know I keep mentioning him, but I do watch him a lot. But in fact, this is actually how I found out about the situation. But I think he has a good point saying that some of these Vigilantes are probably not doing it for revenge for Legos. I think they're just doing it because, like, there's even like this one video he showed, which from another YouTube's channel, CoffeeZilla's video, which he's covering. Apparently, he's covering this. Everyone's covering the Legos thing. There's like this one guy who tries to make it political. Like, I'm not even joking. He's trying to say these people work with political politics. I'm not really going to say what he said because I don't want to get political. But yeah, he literally the first guy in that video of harassing minifigs is like, you're working for a political person, and everyone, including myself, is like, what the fuck? Like, literally, it feels like a dead man mission, or like literally trying to like cause chaos, and it's not good. So again, just to clarify, it's just one Pacific store and one Pacific, the higher ups of that company. And even then, this isn't even helping, even if you still do that. Granted, like I said, my words is going to be tone deaf alongside Millie Under because I can predict literally, I can predict. Literally, people are not going to listen to this, but at least I still need to make it clear as best as I can because I do have a responsibility to at least take accountability for not making that clear alongside many others. So, yeah. But still, it is a pretty sad situation. At least there is the good update I mentioned because, yes, it seems like Bricks and Minifigs are planning to give the Legos and then some back to not grandpa. Well, he is kind of probably a grandpa, but the old man, to say the least. But we'll have to see because it is very again, it's like many people are saying, it's little, too late, and everyone is just hunting out for people blood. Again, I know I'm going to extremes and saying that everyone is probably busting in there to murder people, but sooner or later, it is going to probably happen because right now the attention is too high for count. They should have done this at the very beginning, to say the least. So yes, unlike most YouTubers, I have seen this coming, to say the least. Obviously, granted, yes, this is not helping. No matter what, it is a bad thing, and really, people should not be doing this at all. I really recommend people don't do that. But it's not surprising this is happening. It's just sad, honestly. And again, and if you're wondering if you want to actually help, again, there are better ways to help other than this shit. Well, like I said in previous videos, there is that shirt thing you could buy from Ben's website, mind you, because he said he's selling shirts. But you know, you could give Ben money for the lawyers thing. But also, real talk, all you have to do is just do this. Just do a coverage of it. Not literally busting in and start murdering everyone. It's not going to help. Instead, you're just pushing Ben more and more into prison. I'm just saying. So please do not do this. And again, this is my video. This is, like many, I'm taking accountability because we should have made this more clear. But still. But anyways, this has been Foxcat, and this is definitely going to be the final video of tackling this because, oh boy, I'm getting tired of Legos, honestly, because of this. Like, Jesus Christ, like, the next thing you know, God forbid, there's going to be, like, even a Lego company is going to come in sooner or later. I bet a lot of money, but I don't think they will, but who knows. Anyway, snapping out of here. Bye.